Hello everyone, welcome to Bible Bites Daily. Today we have reached Leviticus chapter 10. This chapter is filled with both awe-inspiring moments and sobering lessons. This chapter follows the divine inauguration we explored earlier, and it paints a vivid picture of the delicate balance between reverence and responsibility. From verses 1 to 5, it talks about Aaron and his sons, Nadab and Abihu. As the chapter unfolds, we encounter Aaron's sons, Nadab and Abihu, filled with a desire to honor God. They make an offering of strange fire not commanded by God. The consequences are swift and severe. Fire comes from the Lord and consumes them. It's a shocking moment that teaches us about the importance of following divine instructions. Take a moment to reflect on the gravity of this event. God's commands are not arbitrary. They are for our well-being and safety. How often do we, like Nadab and Abihu, venture into areas God has not sanctioned in our lives? Did we think straight? Did we choose what is obedient and what is not? We have to think about ourselves. Verses 6 and 7 talk about Aaron's response. In the aftermath of this tragic incident, Aaron, the father of Nadab and Abihu, responds with a profound silence. Moses offers words of comfort and explanation, revealing that God desires a holy approach. Aaron's silence echoes the weight of the lesson. There are times when words fail to face divine mysteries. Consider the power of silence in our own lives. Are there moments when we need to humbly embrace the mystery of God's ways without demanding immediate explanations? No, there are times where we keep on waiting for God's will. We keep on waiting for His plan to unfold. We have to think about it and we have to question our choices. From verses 8 to 11, it talks about remaining holy. Amidst this solemn atmosphere, God issues a command to Aaron and his surviving sons. They are instructed not to drink wine or strong drink when entering the living room, ensuring a clear mind to distinguish between the holy and the common. It's a reminder that a clear mind is essential for a holy life. How often do we allow things that cloud our judgment and discernment to enter our lives? Reflect on areas where you might need to maintain clarity for a holy walk with God. From verses 12 to 15, it talks about the role of the priests. In these verses, we see Moses instructing Aaron and his sons about their role as priests. Despite the tragedy, the duties of the priesthood continue. It emphasizes the idea that even in the face of setbacks, our divine calling and responsibilities persist. Consider your own calling and responsibilities. Have you identified your calling already? If yes, then are there areas where setbacks have caused you to question your purpose? There will be definitely. However, it's important for us to remember, like Aaron, your divine calling remains steadfast. There should be no doubt about it. From verses 16 to 20, it talks about the unconsumed offering. The chapter concludes with an interesting detail. The goat of the sin offering is discovered and consumed by fire. Moses questions this deviation from the prescribed procedure, and Aaron offers an explanation. It's a moment that underscores the importance of following divine instructions meticulously. Reflect on the meticulousness required in your own spiritual life. Are there areas where you have deviated from God's instructions? Have you done it? Have we done it intentionally or unintentionally? There are times we have to apologize, we have to take up those sense of honors, even if you are doing it unintentionally, even if you don't know that you are doing it. You have to talk it about those sins before God. You have to ask for forgiveness for those unintentional sins as well. So as we conclude this chapter, let us carry these lessons in our hearts. The narrative teaches us about the consequences of disregarding divine instructions. What are divine instructions? So, do we have any instructions these days? So, We may not directly able to correlate this chapter with our lives today. However, we as Christians, we have some instructions that we follow every day. The power of silence in the face of mystery, the need for clarity in holy living. When you have to live in a certain way, then you have to have clarity about it. If you want to live for God, and there is need to be a clarity about it. You can't be holy sometimes and can't be holy sometimes. It doesn't work like that. You have to be holy throughout your life. The persistence of divine calling amidst setbacks and the importance of meticulous obedience. May these lessons shape our understanding of reverence, responsibility, and the delicate dance between the sacred and the common in our own lives. We need to identify first. We need to separate our common lives with the sacred lives. The time we spend with God and the time we don't spend with God. There are n number of things we do every day. We do for our own lives. We do for our own jobs. We do for our own kids, for our own families. They are common things, and the things that we do for God, those are sacred, those are holy. And when you are doing certain holy things, certain sacred things, you have to follow those instructions meticulously. Let us walk forward with humility, seeking to honor God in both our intentions and actions. Thank you for listening. May God bless you all in abundance.